Hey guys, welcome. You guys are here early. We're going to get started in just a couple of minutes, but before we do, I want to encourage you, if you're watching on Facebook or on our YouTube page, interact with us in the comment section below. We have some of our staff who are in there right now, and they'll be there throughout the whole program answering questions. Tell us where you're from. Tell us your experience at RVR. Let's have a little fun with that. Check out this video, and we'll be back again in a couple minutes. Welcome to RVR's Bridge the Gap fundraiser. Wow, has it been a crazy season for all of us. We've all been dealing with this weird quarantine situation, social distancing. We never even knew what that meant before this. Lots of stuff getting canceled, and of course, a lot of loss. And this has certainly been true at RVR. We'll be sharing more about that tonight, but we really do appreciate you guys taking the time to be here tonight. I'm John Bissett, Executive Director of RVR, and I'm joined by our Director of Development, who also happens to be my big sister. And we're right here in the historic Old Town Meeting House where so many of us made commitments to follow Christ and our lives were changed.
Hello, I'm Tina Blackman, and it really is nice to be here. John and I have had a lot of virtual meetings. We've had a lot of virtual family gatherings, but it's really nice to be in person with him tonight. And it's really nice to be here with you. with people from many different eras of RVR's history. There's alumni here, friends, campers, TNT, parents, and grandparents. I can think of a few people off the top of my head. Brian, the Alcotts, Ann and Charles, Nora, the Boltons in Mississippi, Justin in Texas, Steve and Ginny. There's former RVR staff and interns who are here tonight. It is so encouraging. And if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, please interact with us in the comments, and our staff will enjoy responding to you live.
Yeah, the goal for the next half hour is to help RVR bridge the gap. RVR has been empty since March the 13th, and we've had to make the very difficult decision to cancel our traditional summer camp programs. The losses are significant, and we'll get into that in a little bit, but we do want to ask for those of you who can to give and to pray and help us bridge that gap. The goal tonight is $200,000. The good news is we already have 165 people who've already given over $63,000 towards that goal. Now, for you math majors, that's almost a third of the way there. So, and I know some of those 165 are watching right now. And let me just say to you personally, thank you so much for giving us a head start tonight.
Some of those people are definitely here with us tonight. Well, likely you and your families, you've had some challenges in these last few months, and we ache with you and we ache for you. My own daughter and my nephew, John's son, were scheduled to be TNT at RVR for the first time this summer, and so we're mourning that loss in our houses right now, and it's losses like that that drive us here tonight. Because tonight is about how God impacts lives through camp, and how God uses people to make that impact. Well, one of the very real ways is through gifts. And the giving information here on your screen will be here the whole time. You can text, you can call, you can give online at rivervalleyranch.com, and an online link will be in the comment stream. And if you're watching the recorded version of this after the fact, all of these giving methods will still work. And if you call the number and leave a message, well, Kelly will call you back. Well, as John mentioned earlier, the goal for tonight is $200,000, and that 1/3 of that has already been given. In fact, over $9,000 of that was given by parents who donated back all or part of their camp fees from summer 2020, and we can't thank you enough. I know some of you are here tonight too. And if you are able to give tonight, we're asking you to consider one of two ways to do that: to give a one-time Bridge the Gap gift, or to become a monthly camp sustainer. For $20 or $50 or even $100 a month, whatever you are able to do will help see RVR through this season and into the next. And if you're on the giving page to give monthly, you just click that little "Make this a monthly gift" box on the giving form.
Well, before we jump into the program, we thought it would be fun to play a game, right?
Yes.
So we are camp people, we love games. So we're going to play a little game that we like to call Zoom Out. And this is how it's going to work. We're going to show you a very close-up picture of something at RVR. You're probably not going to be able to tell what it is from the close-up, but we still want you to guess in the comments section. Then we're going to pull back a little bit, give you a little more clue, keep guessing, and then we're going to pull way back. You're going to see what it is, and if you don't know what it is at that point, well, you've probably never been to RVR. So you ready to play? All right, let's go.
Ready.
First picture up here. Okay, so we've got some wood here, a little faded. Maybe that's a barn. I don't know. Let's pull it back. See where we got here? Okay, I think some of you guys are starting to get it. Yes, this is our iconic covered bridge.
And this is Bridge the Gap tonight.
Correct, so there you go, covered bridge. Nice job. All right, next one. Okay, we've got some more wood here. We've got a red faded paint on there. What could that be? It could be a lot of things here at RVR. We love that color red.
Maybe somebody
Let's
watching
pull it out.
painted that
Let's
door.
see here. Old brick and wood, red. Yeah, you see that mortar, the extra mortar on there? You know what this is. This is the RVR jail. I spent a full summer in this jail, and I tell everybody I spent a summer in jail. And it's true, I did, as did many of you. All right, let's go. Next one. Okay, we have another wooden, it's like a tree with some markings on it. I don't know what this is. Let's zoom out a little bit here.
I did not know this when I saw it, and I didn't know it when I saw that.
Okay, we got multiple colors on this. This looks more familiar. Yes, you got it. This is the RVR zip line, one of the most iconic activities we have here with probably the best view of the whole property.
I didn't know those stripes were there. That's fascinating.
All right, let's move on to the last one. This one's a little bit harder. Okay, we're staying with a theme here. Wood again. This does not look like faded wood, though. This looks like new wood. That's a clue. All right, let's zoom out. Oh, a door and some more brick. This looks brand new because it is brand new. This is one of the new bunkhouses up at Fort Roller that we were so excited to use this summer, and we may still be able to use. We'll tell you more about that in a few minutes. So, anybody? Not many of you got that one, but there it is. All right.
I have to pause and quickly with that bunkhouse. I have to thank you. If you were one of the people that gave toward the RVR Capital campaign, your gifts went to help finish those cabins. That new bunkhouse was finished this year, and the Capital campaign was finished in January. God is so good, and He's often good through people. So thank you.
Yeah, like so many of you, RVR has been deeply impacted by the whole COVID-19 situation. This spring was slated to be our busiest spring ever, with 2,500 guests registered to be on the property. And we literally had no one here. It was a complete ghost town. And that meant losses too. Our losses from the spring alone were about $235,000. However, even with no revenue, we got our whole team together, and we said, can we come up with a way that we can still minister to people who are trapped in their homes at this time? And our creative and talented team came up with a number of things that they did. So let me show you a couple things that we did during this whole quarantine situation. We started out with what we call RVR at Home, created a bunch of resources for them, and that include these live stream rallies. Maybe some of you participated in some of those. We had a talent contest. We got some really great submissions for that. We did virtual campfires, singing songs around the campfire. We also had some devotionals and some scripture videos that we put together that we sent out. And yes, I even had an egg smashed on my head by my wife for one of these.
Love my sister-in-law.
Yeah, so I think that video is still up on YouTube somewhere if you want to watch that full thing. We did some cooking videos with our RVR chefs revealing some of our secret recipes.
Those are awesome.
We did some coloring pages of some of the things here at RVR that kids could color in and do.
Adorable.
And then we did a couple initiatives. We did one we called the Thankful Project, where we asked people to submit things they were thankful for during this difficult time. And then lastly, we did Hometown Hero, where we asked people to submit someone in their community who was doing extraordinary things, and we got some incredibly inspiring submissions for that. And then we also did something that we have called the Jolt, where we ask people where you can actually get a text every day. If you text Jolt to 33222, twice a week we send encouraging a scripture, encouraging email, or some kind of a quote on there. Encourage you to do that as well. So those were all the things that happened at RVR while we had no revenue coming in. And then came the blow of losing our summer camp programs. We're going to share a little bit of an update in a few minutes about the impact that has had on us.
Yeah, well, we're here tonight because we know how powerfully God uses camp. Camp is often an essential part of our stories because camp memories have a sticking power like none other. I know mine have. Camp teaches practical things like new skills, independence, time and money management, and navigating new social circles. It's a fact that your most impactful experiences happen when you step just outside your comfort zones, and camp is full of those outside the comfort zone experiences. But most importantly, camp has the power to open hearts and minds to God and to experience His presence deeply. I loved a phrase that one of the parents' comments made. She has a son, and she said, "It is so good for a teenager to have such a place." And this month, I had the chance to ask a few people about how God used RVR as such a place in their own lives. And here's what they said.
Hi, my name's Maya Lathrop, and I'm 16.
Hi, we're Gabe and Becky Garrison, working in Tambo, Russia.
Hi, I'm Steven.
And I'm Jocelyn Shogi. We worked at RVR our first summer in 2012.
My name is Angela Tanner. I am the retired coordinator of music for Baltimore Public Schools. I am currently the chairman of the board for Peter and John Ministries.
Hi, I'm David Bolton. We are the Bolton family coming to you from North Mississippi.
I'm Whitney. I'm Grant.
I'm Molly. I'm Emma.
My family's been involved in RVR for several decades. I was a camper at Fort Roller for a couple summers, and then I moved down to Frontier Town for one summer, but I always knew that when I was old enough I wanted to work here. I was so excited when I was accepted into this PNT program that I ended up doing both sessions for 2 summers in a row. I was really blessed by the leadership that made an impact on the person that I am today, and I've been lucky to make lasting friendships as well. I was so looking forward to this summer and my first summer staff position as a prep coach. I will really miss the opportunity to serve Jesus in this way and to be a part of the RVR family.
Working at RVR during high school and college helped to shape my faith through mentorship and my character through challenging experiences. RVR is the reason that I believe that camp here in Russia is a powerful tool for discipleship and evangelism.
It was over 30 years ago that I was introduced to the ranch and became a counselor and a head counselor there at the teen camp. And it was really there that I began to understand the importance of sharing the gospel and discipling kids and teens.
I attended RVR as a 10-year-old child in 1966. It was a life-changing experience for me because I found Christ there. I would encourage each of you to please support River Valley Ranch.
I was an ex-camp director.
And I was a classic camp counselor. We started dating after our first summer and went back and worked there for a second summer.
And now we're working with a church plant in Massachusetts. And we always look back on how Christian leadership was modeled for us at River Valley Ranch.
It is so important to me and countless others that RVR continues because it's a wonderful place full of love where children often have their first encounters with Jesus, and that is priceless.
It is such an empowering tool for young students. It's a growing experience in more ways than one. Thank you.
So the only bone I ever broke was at RVR in the third week of camp. But that was when I met my wife Becky, who was one of the camp nurses. So thank you, RVR.
We love the ministry of the ranch and have supported it financially and continue to do so. And I look forward to the day when the kids can be campers there as well. So we, the Boltons, invite you to come alongside and support the ministry with us.
Wow, I have to pause and say thank you to Maya, who, along with my daughter and John's son, is mourning the loss of her summer work at RVR. I have to thank Angela Tanner, who led all of music and dance for Baltimore County Public Schools. She met Jesus at RVR and now chairs the Peter and John Ministries Board of Directors. Gabe and Becky, who took their RVR experiences to Russia and are running camps there as missionaries. Stephen and Jocelyn, whose RVR times are now translating into ministry in Massachusetts. And thank you, David Bolton, Director of Operations for Coca-Cola, whose own life impact at RVR has gained his whole family's support from their home in Mississippi. Thank you for sharing how God used RVR in your lives and how that ripple effect of that impact now goes around the world.
Yeah, as you can see, God does amazing things through this thing that we call camp. Camp is incredibly powerful, and we all know this. We've all been impacted by camp. That's why we're probably even here tonight, is because we know the power of camp. And man, are we going to miss camp this summer. In fact, we've put together a short video just to give you a little sense for what we're going to miss this summer. Get those tissues ready. Whew, that video gets me every time. That empty swing, Empty is not a word that we've ever known here at camp, but it's a reality for us this summer. I do want you to know that the decision that we made to cancel summer camp, it was not done lightly. We spent numerous hours on webinars with the various camp associations, with the CDC. We consulted with our board. We reached out to our parents and polled them. And we prayed a lot. And in the end of the day, we just felt like it was the right thing to do to not put our campers, their families, or our staff in any kind of health risk. We do expect the losses to be significant, and I want to be real with you here tonight and tell you what that actually is going to be. We're expecting to be about $1 million short this year. That is a big number, and it's a scary number. And who knows what God can do? He could make up that entire deficit tonight. But our hope is that this Bridge the Gap event this evening will be the first step to help bridge that gap and help sustain RVR through this difficult season and into the next. Before we end tonight, I do want to introduce you to someone. Her name is Stephanie Baines, and she is a board member. And her life was impacted here at RVR as a teenager. She's since gone on, she serves our country, and she served in Afghanistan, and now she's serving in the Pentagon. Let's hear from Stephanie about why she continues to support RVR. Stephanie.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Baines, and I'm an operations research and systems analyst supporting the United States Marine Corps. I've had the joy of serving on the Peter and John Ministries Board of Directors since 2015. I'm also a former RVR kid, so RVR has a very special place in my heart. My grandparents made sure my brother and me were there every summer, where we formed a strong spiritual base, and we made some great memories. And those memories are especially dear to me since my brother is no longer with us. As a board member, I've been impressed with the integrity, intentionality, and care taken by RVR's leadership. I've seen incredible ministry happen here, and I'm honored to be a part of it, both through serving on the board and by donating to the Capital Campaign and scholarship programs. When I heard RVR needed monthly camp sustainers, I knew I wanted to help. Would you join me in helping to sustain RVR? By giving $10, $25, or even $100 each month, you can help see RVR through this season and into the next. Just check the box on the online giving form to indicate a monthly gift, or you can make a one-time Bridge the Gap gift. Whether you decide to give a one-time Bridge the Gap gift or join me in becoming a monthly camp sustainer, you'll be making an investment in meaningful life impact. God changes lives at RVR, and He does it through people, the people who serve and the people who give. Thank you for supporting this ministry.
Oh my goodness, thank you, Stephanie. I love that the ripple effect of RVR, that impact is felt in secular business, is felt in government, and in worldwide ministry. God uses camp to change lives. And camp as we knew it will not be happening at RVR this summer. As we get news from the state, we will post on the RVR website about what we hope will be small-scale opportunities for families, businesses, and day experiences. We know that God will make an impact through whatever we are able to do. And RVR's mission, which is to provide an environment where guests and staff can grow to their full God-given potential, will still be the ultimate aim, but the financial loss will be great. So if you are able, the giving information here is available 24/7. Simply indicate your gift amount and whether or not you want to be a one-time Bridge the Gap gift or make it a monthly gift and become a monthly camp sustainer. Both John and I are monthly camp sustainers, along with about 50 others. Maybe we could double that tonight and become 100 of us. Some of those are our own staff who became monthly sustainers this week. And we would be honored if you would walk arm in arm with us, especially since it's nice to be arm in arm when we have to be 6 feet apart. So, before John's going to close out, we have one final special thing for you. National recording artist Leanna Crawford heard what was happening at RVR this summer and made this video for us. Enjoy.
Hi, my name is Leanna Crawford, and I'm a singer-songwriter, and I just wanted to say how incredibly amazing it is that there are camps like River Valley Ranch that impact kids' lives in such a positive way. I grew up going to Christian camps, and I was so grateful for the impact that they had on me, that the staff and counselors had on me growing up, and just the wisdom that they shared with me. I was baptized at one of those camps, and so I'm a huge believer in them. They're just a blast and an incredible experience for youth. I wanted to share with you one of my brand new songs. It's called Truth I'm Standing On, and I hope it encourages you wherever you're at right now in this season. If you're feeling afraid, whatever you're going through, I hope this is an encouragement and a reminder that you can stand on the promises of God. Scared. Oh, I thought I knew scared, but I'm so filled with fear, I can barely move. Doubt, having my share of doubt, but never more than right now. I'm wondering, where are you? Here on the edge of falling apart, somehow your promises find my troubled heart. This is the truth I'm standing on, even when all my strength is gone. You are faithful forever, and I know you'll never let me fall. Right now I'm choosing to believe. Someday soon I'll look back and see all the pain had a purpose. Your plan was perfect all along. This is the truth I'm standing on. And good, I believe you're still good. Even when life's not good, I will not lose this hope that the God who parts the sea promises he's gonna make a way for me. And this is the truth I'm standing on, even when all my strength is gone. You are faithful forever, and I know you'll never let me fall. Right now I'm choosing to believe. Someday soon I'll look back and see all the pain had a purpose. Your plan was perfect all along. This is the truth I'm standing on. My rock, my shield, my firm foundation. I know I will not be shaken. You remind me where my help comes from. This is the truth I'm standing on, even when all my strength is gone. You are faithful forever, and I know you'll never let me fall. Right now I'm choosing to believe. Someday soon I'll look back and see all the pain had a purpose. Your plan was perfect all along. This is the truth I'm standing on.
Man, do I love that song. And did you hear what she said there? She said, someday soon I'll look back and see your plan was perfect all along. This is the truth I'm standing on. And this is the truth that we're all standing on, that we have a big God who we know has this, and he's going to sustain us through this difficult season for now and for years to come. Well, that wraps up our time here tonight. I want to thank you for caring for us and for taking the time on a Saturday night to sit in front of the flat screen again and watch another program and to spend the time here tonight. We are grateful for the time that you spent to be with us tonight. And we are going to miss you a ton this summer. And don't forget, In the next week or two, we're going to be revealing some of the new things that we're hoping we're able to do this summer, and maybe we'll see you this summer.
Take care. Thank you again.
Bye.